Howdy, Liquid here, and today I am going to show you how to import a custom model into Duke Nukem Forever 2001. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to copy the skeleton and some of the CPJ scripting data from an existing model. So what we're going to do is we're going to import, go to where our meshes and models are. We're going to do Duke today. And you're going to want to copy over the skeletal data and mount points if there are any. And then within the CPJ script, you're going to want to copy these animation sequences. What these animation sequences are going to do is they're going to give the skeleton that you import into your custom model all of this information. So they're going to be able to do all of the default animations that the skeleton is already able to do, as a lot of the animations are shared between characters and just baked into the skeleton itself. So now you're going to want to open up your existing model. I'm going to just continue to use Duke as an example. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select your model. Make sure it's highlighted like this. Make sure the bones are not highlighted. And then click on this caret, CPJ Utilities, initialize CPJ for object. You're going to see this little message over here changed, and that means you did it properly. And so you'll click on scripting, and now we're going to go ahead and just really quick. Now what it'll have done is created this new CPJ default file. And now you'll see here that some of this information it just directly pulls from here. So our geometry is set to default, our UV map is set, but things like your skeleton are not, and things like the animation sequences are not. So what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure you set that. So set skeleton. And now over here we can see our skeleton's name is structure 1. So end our quotation and bam. So this would work as is. However, what we want to do is we want to carry over those animations. So we're going to go over here, copy, go over here, and paste. And so now this model is ready for export. All you're going to want to do is set your author up here. Your description. And then if you do have, say you're working on an existing model and you rebuilt it like this and you have an extra script, it will throw an error. So just make sure you clear any existing scripts if there are any. And then File, Export, CPJ, C, Duke. And we're just going to call this one like Duke 2. Export. And then if you didn't get an error message, you did it right. So in the next part of the video, I will show how to import this now into DukeCAD. So now that we're in DukeCAD, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to open up the group browser, open up your meshes browser. We've got Duke here. Then we want to go to Edit. And now if you've created your own model, of course, you're going to want to go to and create a new mesh under a new section here. You'll make your own folder and name it whatever you want to. But we'll click on Duke 2 here, and we will right-click on the configuration file, click Load Configuration. It'll be blank here. That's okay. We're going to use this in configuration, use this in the configuration as the primary surface, and use this in configuration, save, and then save project. And so what that'll do is that will paste your new Duke or your new character into the mesh browser here. As long as your model appears here, you've done everything correct. If your model appears here and the texture is not set properly, what you want to do is you want to click on your UV map here. Go to Properties, and then go to your Object. Go into your Textures. Go to wherever you saved your character texture. Select it. Bring it back up, and click Use. And so now it'll automatically snap to this. And then you want to make sure you go to File, Save, and save over your character package. Now, what we would suggest is that you do not save over any of the primary model packages or mesh packages, because then it may make your model or your game incompatible with multiplayer for other players. So just save it as you want. We're going to override this because this is actually going to go into the game, and then click OK. And that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and please let us know if you have any other questions.